The birth of Trace Adkins on January 13, 1962. Tracy Darrell Adkins was born in the little Louisianan town of CPA. Trace Adkins was born into a life filled with destiny that would eventually blend with the soulful sounds of country music. Raised in a rural environment, he was taught the values of perseverance and hard work at a young age, which would later shape his character and be heard in his music. Trace Adkins spent his formative years in the farm's embrace, where the sounds of nature and the surrounding countryside provided a backdrop for his early years. His upbringing on a farm not only strengthened his work ethic, but also established the genuine, grounded persona that would eventually come to define his musical approach. This rural environment helped him to acquire a love for life's simplicity, which would later be mirrored in the candor of his poems, which were inspired by a youthful curiosity. Early on in his career, Trace Adkins used his rural surroundings as a canvas to explore the art of storytelling through music. He also picked up the guitar, an instrument that would become an extension of his soul. The combination of his personal experiences and the rural melodies of Louisiana gave him a distinctive sound that set him apart in the cutthroat world of country music. This athletic prowess later led him to Louisiana Tech University on a football scholarship, demonstrating his commitment to both his physical and academic pursuits in a bold move that would ultimately define the trajectory of his musical career. Adkins' journey was not limited to the fields of a farm. In high school, he not only embraced the melancholy of country music, but also the heart-pounding beats of a football game. The man with the rugged exterior and tender musical soul that he displayed during his football participation in the game was a man of dual nature. In the early 1990s, Trace Adkins made the momentous decision to go to Nashville, the epicenter of country music. This decision marked the beginning of a journey that would see him transform from a driven aspirant to a seasoned player in the country music scene. With its thriving music scene and industry connections, Nashville served as a conducive environment for Adkins to plant the seeds of his musical ambitions and pursue his niche in a field known for its skill and fierce competition. When Trace Adkins signed a big record deal with Capitol Records in 1996, it was a turning point in his quest of a career in country music. This signing symbolized the industry's conviction in his potential and the recognition of his talent, going beyond a simple business arrangement. Adkins was able to showcase his unique voice and relate his stories to a wider audience thanks to Capitol Records, a prestigious name in the music business. This helped to establish Adkins as a rising star in the constellation of country music. Dreaming Aloud, Trace Adkins' first studio album, was published in 1996 and served as the world's official introduction to his musical prowess. The album was a mosaic of stories and emotions that revealed the depth of his artistry, with each track serving as a chapter in the story. His life story, which resonated with sincerity and a sincere connection to his heritage, laid the groundwork for a lifetime of heartfelt storytelling, set against the backdrop of Dreaming Aloud. Every light in the house turned on as the breakthrough single became available, serving as the guiding beacon that lit Adkins' path to fame. The song's poignant lyrics and Adkinson's rich baritone resonated with listeners, sending it to the top of the country charts. The song's top 5 ranking signaled not only the song's commercial success, but also Adkins' impending rise to prominence in the field of country music after the success of his debut album. In 1997, Trace Adkins gave the country music business and his expanding fan base a major present by releasing the album Big Time, demonstrating his constant commitment to artistic excellence, with following releases that cemented his place as one of the genre's leading musicians. This selection of songs demonstrated Adkins' versatility as a performer, skillfully navigating through a variety of themes and musical styles, in addition to showcasing his distinctive baritone. Big Time's popularity demonstrated Adkins' flexibility and evolution, adding a dynamic new chapter to his catalog. The enthusiasm was maintained when the album More was released in 1999. It promised a wider range of musical possibilities, while still fulfilling its hint. Like its predecessors, this album proved Adkins' ability to create albums that were more than just compilations of songs, with each song adding to a well-rounded and captivating story. Within the fabric of these albums lay a constellation of hit singles, each a shining star in the vast universe of Trace Adkins' musical career. The depth of his performances and the richness of his storytelling struck a chord with both critics and audiences, solidifying his place in the pantheon of country music. Legacy is contagious and doesn't lie. Melodies and moving lyrics become a chart-topping combination. A song that epitomized Adkins' storytelling skill, Atheros was a commercial hit, as well as a deeper connection with listeners who found comfort and resonance in Adkins' ability to transform life's experiences into beautiful works of music. I'm Trying, and This Ain't No Thinking Thing serves as an even better example of the range of feelings and concepts that Adkins bravely tackled. The former is a monument to human spirit and resiliency, and it spoke to audiences going through similar struggles. The latter, which demonstrated Adkins' ability to skillfully and authentically explore the difficulties of human relationships through music, became his trademark in 2001. It did this by exploring love and desire in a frank manner. With the publication of the album Chrome, Trace Adkins continued his musical journey. This body of work not only demonstrated his creative ability, but also had some of his most memorable singles. A staple in Adkins' repertoire, the upbeat single Chrome became an anthem due to its catchy melody and metaphorical exploration of life's experiences akin to the shiny exterior of chrome. Another gem from the album, They Do, delves into the bittersweet nature of life and the passing of time, adding a layer of introspection to Adkins' musical portfolio that goes beyond the success of individual albums. Hot Mama and Rough and Ready were two of Trace Adkins' early 2000s hits that demonstrated his amazing consistency on the country music charts. In addition to becoming a #1 song, Hot Mama perfectly captured Adkins' ability to bring lightheartedness into his songs. Building on the popularity of Chrome, Adkins' song Rough and Ready further cemented his reputation as a versatile musician who could switch between diverse subjects and tones while staying a constant presence in the cutthroat country music scene. In 2005, Adkins released the album Songs About Me, showcasing his narrative skill and rich voice once again. In addition to becoming one of Adkins' signature songs, About Me was a musical reflection on his life and a representation of the autobiographical theme running through most of his work. It also demonstrated the intimate relationship he aimed to build with his listeners. Following the success of Songs About Me, Adkins' ability to tackle a variety of issues with both gravitas and authenticity was demonstrated in the poignant and patriotic song Arlington, which was also featured on the album. Trace in 2006, Adkins released the album Dangerous Man, which cemented his place as a major player in the country music industry. Hits from the album included Ladies Love Country Boys, You Won't Want to Miss This Delightful Song, which is a lively and infectious ode to the beauty of Southern living. It demonstrates Adkins' talent for delivering moving reflections on life's ephemeral moments. The popularity of these songs not only kept Adkins on the charts, but also demonstrated his capacity to elicit strong emotional responses from listeners. Few stories in the current media landscape capture the audience's attention as intensely as the unfolding saga of Trace Adkins' health at 61 years old. The iconic male singer is battling a formidable adversary, lung cancer, while being confined to a hospital room. He married Julie Lauren Curtis in 1991, but the couple ended their relationship in 1994. He married Rhonda Forlaw in 1997, with whom he has 3 daughters. The couple separated in 2014, and in 2019, he married Victoria Pratt. His legion of dedicated admirers have been shocked by the revelation that was reported with TMZ on November 14th and verified by a spokesman for Straight. The story of Adkins' fight against this pernicious illness started to fall apart in early September when he appeared out of the blue with symptoms, a chronic dry cough that tightened his chest, that suggested a potential health emergency. At first dismissive, the singer's heavy breathing and the unsettling appearance of blood became the foreboding signs of a struggle that would soon claim her life. After a series of medical examinations revealed the grim reality that Adkins was facing terminal lung cancer, a malignant tumor had taken root and was spreading its tendrils throughout his lungs, and that his chances of survival were dwindling since his hospitalization. Adkins sought medical attention as his condition grew worse. In a last-ditch effort to fend off the approaching death specter, Adkins endured the merciless torments of 2 surgeries and 3 radiation treatments. However, in an unfortunate turn of events, his health abruptly declined a few days ago, making traditional medical interventions unfeasible for the once vibrant artist. As word spreads about Adkins' grave condition, he now lies in a precarious state, supported only by the mechanical help of a ventilator, mindful of his incapacity to talk or move. This creates a devastating picture of a man caught in the throes of a life and death struggle. The group's focus shifts to his hometown of Sarah, Louisiana, where his family is getting ready to welcome him home. This upcoming visit is loaded with intense emotion that goes beyond simple health reports in a devastating discovery. In a similar vein, his daughter revealed on social media the difficult journey that lies ahead. This process won't be easy, and to be honest, I don't want it either. But whenever I doubt that I'm lost and in pain, I look up at the sky. His wife Victoria Pratt shared sentiments of undying love, asserting her irreplaceable role in his life. She wrote an engrossing testament to the human spirit as the world waits impatiently for the unfolding tragedy of Trace Adkins' health to become resolved. It becomes a moving story that goes beyond celebrity rumors and serves as a sobering reminder of the frailty of life and the common struggles that unite all of us in these trying times, regardless of fame or fortune. The intense hope for a miraculous recovery and a resolution that defies the hard realities of mortality is engulfing the entire consciousness.